for a little day trip, they would board the St Catherine over there. They got a new one now called the Gloriana, hand-painted golden boat. The St Catherine just sits there over there now as the spare boat for when Harry's in London. It's not allowed on the new one. The other white ship on your left, the HQS Wellington, the headquarters of the Master Mariners. It's a livery hall, basically a drinking club where Master Mariners, sea captains, who must have captained a ship at sea for over 25 years to be able to go on there. And the president of it is actually Prince William now. It was King Charles. Once he got made up, it was handed down to William. Along the river wall, on your left, you see those green lions' heads with rings in their mouths. They used to be used for mooring small boats. Now in London, they're used as an early flood warning. You see, when the water rises to the level of their heads, London's at risk of flooding. So they made up a rhyme to remember it by. When the lions are drinking, London is sinking. When the water's up to their mains, we'll go down the drains. One of the iconic landmarks to your right, the Oxo Tower. And up above, where the glass windows are, that's the world famous Harvey Nichols restaurant. Some fantastic views once you dine, very expensive, which you probably can imagine. You'll see a lot of these building sites. Along the left, you see the barges and the cranes. They're building a new sewer system for London. The old Victorian one, it was made over 100 years ago for the population in London. There's only about 1 million people. Now there's close to 11 million people in London, so they're about to build a new sewer system. And the size of the tunnel underneath this, to put it into perspective, you could fit 2 double-decker buses inside it. That's how big it is. The bridges ahead, the Blackfriars bridges. One's a road bridge, and the one after is the Blackfriars railway bridge. And as they're so close together, there's an old tale that these are called the Tunnel of Love. Once we're through the next bridge, the train bridge, they say if you turn and kiss your loved one, it will bring you many, many years of happiness. But of course, if you're not with your loved one today, you can't just turn and kiss your husband or your wife. It works the same. And the train bridge, it actually has solar panels upon the roof. They provide the station with up to 50% of its electricity used. Very eco-friendly. Also featured on the Mission Impossible film a few years ago. You see Tom Cruise running across the roof from one side to the other. On your left, St Paul's Cathedral, Christopher Wren's masterpiece, stands 365 feet high. 1 foot represents each day of the year. You may see above the dome, there's a few people up there. There's a 360-degree viewing platform. To reach the top, I'll just let you know that there are over 500 steps. Some fantastic views if you can get up them steps. And there is a way to visit St Paul's for free. If you go to St Paul's on a Sunday around 10 AM for the Sunday service, you can visit St Paul's for free. You can watch a service in there. It's a great experience. But they will get you at the end, because you'll see a man walking around with a silver metal ice bucket, asking for donations if you've enjoyed that service. In St Paul's, they like something called a silent donation, because if you put metal coins in a metal bucket, it will make a loud noise, and it's very quiet in there, as you can imagine. They like silent donations in St Paul's. That's a 5, 10, 20 or even a £50 note if you've enjoyed it. Shakespeare's Globe Theatre, just on your right behind the pier, the circular building with the thatched roof. The only thatched roof allowed in London after the Great Fire in 1666. And inside the Globe Theatre, it's all kept traditional. They act out all your Shakespearean plays, your Romeo and Juliet, that sort of thing. There's no microphones, no lighting, no sound effects. It's all kept traditional. And the last time we checked for that Globe Theatre, there were tickets as little as £10. £10 to watch live entertainment in London. It's great value for money these days. You can't even get 2 beers for £10 now. You watch a live show for less than that. Now on your right, you'll see a smaller building with red windows. That's the Anchor at Bankside, one of the oldest riverside pubs here in London. Established in 1615. The building's been used by many famous people over the years, including Samuel Pepys, the famous diarist, and even William Shakespeare and his fellow actors would use the Anchor to get changed before heading on over to the Globe Theatre to perform their plays. Now over on the right, there's a gap in between the buildings, just next to Pickford's Walk.